Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and I am in a new game called Slumlord Simulator. I was offered a key for this by the developer, and I thought, why not? Those guys that have been watching this channel for a long time, you know I'm basically on a mission to try out all kinds of simulator games. I've played many varieties of simulator games in the past, and yeah, I thought I would give this a go, see what happens. Who knows? Might be good, might not be good, could be awful, could be fun, could be not fun. Who knows? This game was released on Steam today. In my territory, it's very cheap. I assume it's like that in all of the territories. We're talking something like 5 or 6 US. I'm not sure because obviously my store is in Hong Kong dollars. But anyway. Settings. I turned off the music, of course. I say that every time. There's not loads of settings, just kind of basic stuff, but it kind of works. Although it seems like this is the maximum screen size that you can actually have, if you know what I mean, because there's always this border around the outside, right? So yeah, it seems like this is maybe an illusion, you know, that it doesn't actually change the size of the screen, it just gives you a border on the outside. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to new game. Here's where it all began. Here is where it all began. Document signed and sealed. Okay, let's start that again. Here is where it all began. Oh yeah, I didn't see any. There's a comma there. Whoops. Document signed and sealed in an envelope. I had just bought my first slum, and it was time to begin my journey. So I'm going to be a slumlord millionaire. Great. Just what I always wanted. Continue. A new game has now been started and you are located on the main game screen where you take actions to progress through the game. If a screen element lights up in yellow when hovering your mouse over it, then it means you can interact with it. Below you can select the game's difficulty level, and once you have, this window will close and then the game begins. Okay, so we're going to go for medium. So basically the only difference is how fast you get to Bermuda. So obviously the idea is to scam out loads of money and be able to escape to Bermuda. So we're going to go for medium. So this is the main screen here. This red bar, I believe that's your like notoriety, I suppose you could say, maybe. We've got the tenant opinion, your reputation, your income per term, your cash stack. This is obviously where you try to escape to Bermuda, so 40,000. It looks like it's going to cost you like 100,000 to do that. We have schemes, so this is one where you can make money. So you can turn off the heating to make money, run moonshine labs in the slum basements to make money, upgrade flat using unpaid interns, run fake lottery and take the money. It's charming, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to upgrade the flat using unpaid interns as workers. So when you've actually chosen a scheme, it goes red. So that kind of helps me realise when I've already, you know, when I already have an option selected, and then I don't need to go in there every time and check. Okay, we've got a tenant census. I don't really look at this, to be honest. I did actually play the game for about 30 minutes before making this video, so I do have a strategy, a basic strategy. Okay, head office. So most of the time here I just hold a survey and sell the info to the top bidder. I'm a great guy, aren't I, in this game? I'm a great guy, really. Okay, and then you have your slum. So you can do various things here. I'm going to stop trash pickups for this turn and earn myself $200. And then you also are able to do stuff in some of these squares. It seems like they need to be connected by a road what I do at the start, or what I did last time at the start, is just run a meth lab. I wonder if I can... No. I wonder if I can burn down. Can I afford to burn down? Because that's how you make money. Pay thugs to burn... Maybe yeah. I think I can afford that. I'm going to start that early this time. So let's pay thugs to burn down the forest. Again, charming, isn't it? So my idea is I can start then using this. I don't... Oh, my cash stack is 0. Great. I thought I had more money than that. Fabulous. Anyway... We're going to run meth labs everywhere else that we can. Road access required. But you see, oh yeah, I suppose it's like the road. Oh, there is a little road here actually, to be fair. So we're going to do meth labs everywhere else. Just to say, I would never do this in real life. It's a game. I'm never going to get to be a slumlord in my life. So why not do it in a game, eh? Okay, let's go. So I got income there. Okay, event collective bargaining demands. Just as you take possession of the slums, the yearly meeting for collective bargaining was held, and they have now sent you their demands. Due to the economic situation of many of your tenants, they demand you lower the amount of rent to allow people to get back on their feet. They also conclude that major renovations are needed in order to maintain. Well, I'm already renovating using interns, right? So there you go. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, raise rent by 500. Demands cannot be given into, raise rent by 250. Don't raise rent, but make it very clear no renovations will be made either. Okay, let's choose that option. I don't think I'd actually make a very good slumlord dictator guy, because I'm way too nice, aren't I? I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, so these ones I can't do anything. Okay. So, like I said earlier, so I can already see that the head office and the schemes, they're both red, so I don't need to worry about anything to do with that. So let's end turn. I have a feeling they're going to start to rise up soon. Okay, our head office scheme is gone, so the only one we can do is the same one, the survey one. We're getting a bit of money together. The popular magazine Tenants Digest have just released a yearly survey of worst slumlords in the country. You have made third position. Impressive, as you have not been in charge for that long. Congratulations. So this is exactly what happened when I played the game earlier for half an hour. So I'm feeling like every time you play, it's going to run through the same set of events. That's my first impression, because it seemed to do the exact same thing last time I tried to play this game. Okay, the third spot. They must not be unhappy enough. Raise rent by 400. I'm just going to ignore it. There we go. Okay, so you can see now that this area is now blank. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to make money fast, I'm going to lease the land for farm usage. Payment at the end of the lease, 16,000, but 15 turns. You know what? We're going to do that. In fact, you know what? I might do the one with the instant payment. Yep, so lease the land for factory usage. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Because I don't think people are going to be that unhappy about that. And then we're going to start... Oh no, there's already action being taken there. Okay. I was going to say... So when do we get another... Oh, so we get access here now. Brilliant. So what we're going to do now is, again... We're going to ask the locals to cut down the forest here. Do we have access up here yet? No, not yet. So this is kind of how I intend to make a lot of money very fast in this, hopefully. Although it's going to be quite slow going at the beginning, clearly. Right. Yes. So I assume when the lease is up, it will be obvious here. Maybe the factory will disappear. Okay, sell the tenants' TV antennas and yeah, steal them and sell us scrap. Oh no, we're not going to do that. We're going to steal the antennas. That's the best option. It's not a great option. I keep clicking on these because I keep hoping that they're going to open up. Okay. Following the Tenants Digest survey, your Tenants have chosen to band together to once more try to force you to make improvements around their slums. They argue that the evidence that change is needed is crystal clear due to your third place finish in a survey. Again, this is exactly what happened last time. Inform them that if it's their slum, then they should fix the roofs themselves. Dissent must be stopped. Evict the troublemakers. Remain silent on the matter. We're going to go for the first option. Maybe that should help. I don't know. Are we going to start hiring a private investigator to snuff out? No, we're not. We're going to do the survey thing again. They're still hopeful. Both of them are hopeful, so that's good. Okay, so how much money we got? 24 grand. So I'm thinking, you know, I really want to go like at this pretty hardcore, you know. So again, when we're going to start to cut down this part of the forest, you know, this is my idea for making money quickly in this game. It's to basically try to cut down the forest as quickly as possible, you know. That's my plan. Whether it works, I don't know. We're not really making loads of money, but when all this stuff is up and running, then we're going to get the monies, aren't we? Basically. Okay. So we should be able to whip through this quickly. They're still hopeful, so we're still going to do the survey thing to make a little bit of money. I'm hoping they don't start to rise up against me right now. We're going to upgrade the flat using unpaid interns again to get a bit. Oh, actually, we're going to do the. No, actually, I don't want to upset them. I don't want to upset them because then they're going to riot, and that's going to cost me a lot of money. And I don't want to do the fake. Yeah, so I don't want to do anything that's going to upset them. So we're going to do the unpaid interns. This is the way that I can gradually earn more money, if you know what I mean. Get my income kind of on the go. Right, this is now available. So again, we're going to do farms here. See, we are already starting to build up quite an income, quite a portfolio. Now, in the future, it might be better for me to actually turn this into a slum. But at the beginning, having farms and factories, you know, it's how I'm going to make my money. How I'm going to make my money. Right, so we've got 31 grand now. Again, hold a tenant survey. We seem to be keeping them pretty under control. The dissenters, I mean, you know, we're going to go all out for it. We're going to start to cut down here too, man. We're going all out for this now. Because, why not? I still have enough money, but the problem is, if they start to really kick off, it's going to cost me a lot, right? But I think I should be fine. Hopeful or skeptical. So this is not looking good. They might start to rise up against me. Right. But, so, we haven't got enough money to construct a slum. Set up illegal drag races and charge racers a fee. You know what? I don't want to do anything that's going to annoy the tenants. So we're going to do farms again. It's kind of boring, I know, but anyway, let's see if any of these have opened up. Yes. Right, I'm not going to knock down or harvest the, you know, I'm not going to cut down the trees yet, because if they start to uprise like crazy, it's going to cost me a lot of money. So, you know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it going. They are still on skeptical. Head off. Oh, hang on. Let's do... Okay. I want to prepare for doing some mean things by having the posters that will hopefully make them fearful of me. We're going to do that now. And we'll do that again just to make a bit of money. I assume that, yeah, I'm just making sure that that is not. It would be nice for this to be obvious when the lease is up. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Okay, so, still going. Login in progress up here. Skeptical, they're still skeptical. Okay, now we're going to increase the rent by 300. We led with the posters. We led with the posters, so we did. Oh, head office. Do I want to go with the troublemakers? Yeah. I don't know whether I need to try to head off them having a riot or just leave it until a riot actually happens. And then, okay, we're still going to go with the survey. Okay, so we have 40 grand. So we're still going to be going crazy. Like this. Logging away like a crazy man. Logging away like a crazy man. Why not? I'm not going to increase rent anymore. Stop trash pickups. We'll do that this time. At some point they are going to kick off. Okay, we've got a nice new road up here too. Brilliant. So again, do I need the money yet? I'm okay. So we're going to just do farming again. You know what? We're going to have a go with the drag races. Why not? We'll see how that goes. And that will be able to make us some more immediate money, hopefully. Okay, and then, shall we do the moonshine? Now we're going to increase the... See, this seems to be my favourite way of not annoying the people in the slums by just upgrading, so it will earn me more money, but it's not going to annoy them. So that seems to be my favourite choice of actions. Okay, is this now available? Oh yes, here we go. Oh no, hang on. We're going to run meth labs here because we already had. Oh, we already. No, you know what? I should have started clearing. No, actually, I'm already clearing here. Are any of these available? Yes, they are. Brilliant. All these are now available. Brilliant. So we're going to start to get the big bucks soon, guys. My slumlord money is going to start rolling in. Something rotten. Let's see. So, still tenants. They're still skeptical. Yeah. I kind of wish there were more options for that stuff, you know. It would be awesome if there was more options. But anyway. Okay, they're annoyed now. They're annoyed at me now for some reason. They're annoyed at me now. Right, so I have got a lot of money now, so if they do start to kick off, I've got the money. Okay, I'm going to do the posters again to head off any thoughts that they might have of revolting against me. Okay, so this is now obviously available, and we've got 50k now. Brilliant. We can't afford a slum yet, so what we might do is set up illegal drag races here as well. We're going to have a lot of drag races going around, aren't we? Should we do farming? No, we're going to do the illegal drag racing. Yeah, we're going to do the illegal. And then this is still being logged away here, isn't it? So, should I be snuffing out? You know what? I've got 50 grand. I'm thinking I might try to head off a riot. I don't know if that's a waste of money. I don't know how complicated this game will get. But I just feel like that's the best way to go about it. Okay, so this is now available. How much money? You know what's annoying with that? Anyway, whatever. You know what? We're going to go back to farming. Farming is easy money, and I don't have to worry about it for quite a long time. So That's why I like that. Right. We'll go back to doing stupid stuff again. So I'm supposed to go to Bermuda by turn 150, and we're on 27. So I feel like I'm kind of on track. Right. We can now afford to buy a new slum. You know what? I'm not going to do it yet. I tell you why. Because that's going to take up nearly all of my money, and if they start to kick off, I can't afford to, you know. So again, we're going to do farming. But we're not far off, actually. Lease land for... Yeah, look at this, man. We're going to have loads of money soon, trust me. Right. So we've got farms everywhere. We're like the most boring... We're like the most boring slumlord ever. Because we're just doing boring stuff to make money. Yeah. So I still have enough money, so if they do start to kick off, you know. Your tenants have lodged a complaint regarding the number of farms. That's quite funny, actually. In close proximity to their slums. They protest that because of the large number of leases granted to farms, the result is that heavy farming equipment is being run during the early morning to serve the sleep. That is actually kind of cool that they have it in the game. Huh. Okay, so they don't want any more farms. Politely tell them to F off and raise their rent. That's funny. Ignore the request altogether and send no response. See, I don't know. I know that I'm supposed to be an evil slumlord, but I wish there was some way of doing stuff that's not always very bad. I don't know. We're just going to ignore them, shall we? They're already annoyed. Surely if I raise their rent, you know, it's going to get pretty bad. So no more farms. That is quite hilarious, actually. I find that quite funny. Okay, we're going to cut down here. Basically, I feel like I've got enough money just to start logging everything, you know. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. Why not? I feel like that the end game is getting close. Higher PI. Right, we're going to do the PI thing. I know it's quite expensive. No, we're not going to do that yet. I changed my mind. That was easy, wasn't it? Because, yeah. Okay, let's go here. Is this available? Yeah, I keep wondering when things are available. Okay, so stop trash. I'm not going to increase the rent. They're already annoyed. I don't want them to kick off, because if they kick off, that's going to cost me a lot of money. Right, we now have a new area. Fabulous. Before I forget, let's go back to stealing the TV antennas. Okay. They don't want farms, eh? How about factories then? How about illegal drag races? How about drug smugglers? Okay, we're going to go for illegal drag races. Here. And here. We got 70k, guys. We are like going to be the super rich slumlords in, you know, we're not that far off now. Okay. Yep, we're making the monies and they're agitated. I don't know, man. At some point, someone's going to kick... Yep, there we go. Many of your tenants have taken to the streets to protest your running of their slums. They feel disenfranchised yet. Whatever, you can read it. Basically, they're upset. Send in enforcers to try to break up the riot. You know what? If I ignore it... Last time I tried to ignore it and send in people to break up the troublemakers, and to be honest, it didn't really make much of a difference. So we're just going to spend 30 grand. Which is not ideal, but what are you going to do? We're also going to hire a PI. We are going to do that now. Basically, it's eating up a lot of my money. But we're going to upgrade the flats again. That's my favourite option, it seems. Right, I thought there was an area that I could... No, maybe there wasn't. They don't like farms, eh? Okay, let's hope that 30 grand... What? Riot continues. See, last time I ignored it and it still did the exact same thing. So what's the point of paying 30 grand if it's not going to sort it out? Okay, ignore these developments and do nothing. I already hired a private investigator as well, didn't I? Oh, come on. They're still rioting. We're going to do the dictator-like posters. I don't know. It probably doesn't have any effect, but, you know. No. Oh, riots have ended. The riots have now subsided and your tenants have returned to their normal lives for now. Even though the riots are over there... Even though the riots are over, there is no resolution, no improvement to their lives. Okay. We're going to pay another 10 grand to get rid of the ringleaders. I mean, I'm eating through the money, but I believe I'm going to be making a lot of money soon. Well, that's what I hope anyway. Farms. Let's go with farms then. If they're going to riot anyway, we'll go with farms. Okay, cut down the forest. So we're not far off having all the squares open. We're not too far off. And we're going to just go back to holding surveys. We've eaten into our money quite a bit, but you know what you're going to do. Wow, we got a lot of stuff open now. So you know what? To get my money back, I'm going to go with factories. Instant money factories. There we go, 50. Yeah, why not? And then they're going to start to complain with all the factories, aren't they? And we can now start to cut down this. Can we cut down this? No, because this one is still being made. Oh, look at this. So, to get some more instant money, what we're going to do? This one we're going to do drag races. This one we're going to do an airplane runway for drug smugglers, if I can speak. No, and that one. Oh. That has already been leased. What is that being leased as? Anyway, whatever. So, we're end term. We're making money. Kind of. I kind of want some instant money. So, we're going to do that. Making 3.5 grand. They're still angry. I can't really do anything to make them happy anyway. So, it's like, yeah. The slumlord money is going to be there soon. Right. Continue. Yeah, we've got over 60k now. We're waiting for something to become a... Oh, hang on. I always forget the slum to choose the option, I suppose. Stop trash pickups. We'll do that. Head office. Hold a survey. Yeah. We keep holding lots of surveys. Surely they would have sussed us out by now. Right, we can build a new slum. Shall we build a new slum? You know what? 60k, not yet. A bit longer with the illegal races, I reckon. We're getting close though. Oh, they're furious now and my reputation is harsh. Oh no. Right. All this is now... Okay, so what we're going to do then, we're going to build a slum. And then we're going to get some instant money here with factories. We're going to get some slow money here with farms. This one is still being used. This one we can now start to cut down. Okay, that seems like a decent enough option. Again, I'm just going to upgrade. That seems to be my favourite option every time. You know? Rightly or wrongly. Oh, a new riot. Surprise, surprise. And that's another 30 grand. This time I'm going to ignore it because I spent 30 grand for nothing last time. Right, we're going to need a war chest, I reckon. We started a new slum. We're going to need a war chest. So, you know what? Factory, we're going to get instant money from factory. This one we're going to do illegal drag races, and this one illegal drag races. Okie dokie. Head office. Right. We're going to hire a PI to find and snuff out the troublesome tenants. We're going to do that again. I have a feeling it won't do much. Yeah. See, last time I paid 30 grand and it didn't really affect anything. So this time I've saved 30 grand because it still will do the same stuff. Okay, instruct your informants to try to slow down the riot. Let's try that this time. We got loads of money, or a fair bit of money, so let's try that. Why not? We're going to do the dictator posters again to hope that they, you know, realise what they're dealing with. Riots continue. We're going to slow them down again. It's another load of money. That's why I said to get a war chest, because I knew they're infernal. Okay, this is not looking good then. Still, I'm just going to ignore them now. That's probably a bad move. I'm just going to ignore them. Right. We're going to do farming because I don't think we need the instant money yet. We're going to hire a PI. Sometimes I feel some of these options, do they really affect things enough? Right? It kind of feels inevitable. Some of this stuff, you know? Now we have to deal with the ringleaders. That's 10,000. Your tenants have lodged a complaint regarding the excessive smoke and particles coming from factories. So now they're not happy about factories. First of all, they didn't like farms. They don't like factories. What do they like? Okay, so we're going to raise the rent by 1,000. Why not? Just to annoy them. I mean, they're already annoyed. They're already like rioting all the time. So we're just going to do that. Why not? Have we got a new slum yet? No, it's still under construction. So then. Well, illegal drag races it is then, if they don't like farming. And they don't like factories. What more am I to do, eh? Oh my goodness. And then there's a new riot straight away. We're gonna not I'm not gonna like pay the 30 grand. I'm not gonna do it. Right. My goodness. We're in a bit of bother, aren't we? Okay, I'm gonna hire 5,000 a turn. I can't afford that yet. I was gonna say I could hire bodyguards, but that's quite expensive. That will eat through my money so much more. So we're going to do the private investigator thing again, even though I sometimes feel some of these things don't do anything. We're just going to like ignore it because it doesn't seem to help no matter what we do, does it? Oh, we're not going to have another slum. We're just going to do drag races. And we might as well just increase the rent because they're already annoyed and like rioting anyway, so what's the point? Riots continue. Nope, we're just going to let them get on with it, whatever. We need the money. They're going to riot anyway. I don't, just ignore them, frankly. Right. So now we've got 2 slums. We're just going to keep raising the rent. Why not? They've annoyed me now. They've got my back up. How much money we got? You know what? I'm going to go with the bodyguards. I think I can just... No, actually, I can't afford it, but whatever. Who cares? Oh, hang on. I know, whatever. Moonshine Labs. I've not done that before, have I? No, we're going to keep upgrading. You know me. I love to upgrade my stuff. Like I'm just ignoring all of the riots. I assume when this red bar gets up to full, maybe that means they're going to completely kick off. Okay. Lease the land. No, we're going to go for... Right, so now, if I do this, I've got 100,000. So I can start the preparations for escaping to Bermuda. Right? We're going to do that. Even though we don't have enough money, but they're kind of annoying. They're kind of annoying me now. And I'm not going to spend any more money because I don't seem to believe it makes any difference. Raise the rent. We're just going to raise the rent. Yay. Let's make another slum. I'm going to run out of money, I reckon. Security consultant report. Your security consultants have been monitoring the security situation in the slums ever since you bought them, and they've just submitted a new report. They note that the situation has gotten worse and worse, with tenants becoming more violent in recent days. They urge you to not only hide in your bunker during riots, but also hire bodyguards, as just hiding in your bunker may soon no longer be enough to keep you safe. Thank you. Thank your consultants graciously for the information. Start next turn. Oh, my reputation has gone up to chaotic evil. Okay, so I don't have bodyguards anymore then. Okay, we're going to need some money. We're going to need some money, aren't we? So we're going to go for the old factory. Yeah, I think I just need... It goes for 20 turns though. Man alive. Man alive. I think things are going to go pear-shaped soon. But, you know, what are you going to do? And I keep forgetting to choose stuff here, I'm pretty sure of it. Come on, that's be having you. Here. They're gonna start to kick off in a minute about farms again, aren't they? But I need the money. I just want to get money. No, I'm just ignoring all the riots. I'm just ignoring, but it's up at 100% red now. So, something tells me I'm going to get murdered soon. We're just going to increase the rent for no reason. Yeah, we're just ignoring riots. We're just ignoring it. It doesn't seem to make any difference at all. Holders. So it only lasts for 4 turns, and it cost me 65k. Oh, hang on. No, so I do still have the bodyguards. We're going to hire a private investigator, even though it doesn't frankly seem to do much. We can't afford to buy it to make a new slum yet, I don't think. because it will just get, you know. Okay, we're going to do a factory there. Come on. Come on. Not long now. Oh, schemes. Higher conflict resolution, higher enforcers. I'm going to go for the higher conflict resolution team. We're just going to do that. It's kind of a bit of a waste of money, but you know, farm views. Okay, and I can't really afford. I'm very, very close to being able to make another slum. They're going to start to kick off about farms again, aren't they, in a minute? Okay, okay, we are doing alright for money. It's kind of crazy. I just keep ignoring that stuff. It doesn't seem to make any difference. Right, are we going to make a new slum? No. We're so close to making a new slum. We're so close. We're so close. We're so close. Okay, I died. So what were my bodyguards up to then? As the riot raged uncontrollably, it moved to the headquarters of the local slumlord. The rioters broke in, and without anywhere safe to hide, like a bunker, the slumlord was at the mercy of the cruel mob. Okay, so there you go. 40 minutes of me attempting to play this game. What do I think? Well, this is obviously a very basic style of game. It is, however, a very cheap game on Steam. I actually think this could be a fun game, but the developer just needs to add a bit more complexity. I mean, I had the feeling that my actions weren't affecting the rioting and things like that. Maybe they need to have some way of showing you how your actions are affecting, you know? It's like one time I would pay 30 grand at the start of a riot, one time I didn't, but I still felt like it didn't make a difference. So if the player doesn't feel that, you know what I mean? There just needs to be more feedback or more way of seeing what your actions are doing. And I would say that I hope that the developer works on the game, adds more variety. It actually could be a pretty fun game. Like, I've played some kind of similar games where there isn't really a lot of action. There was a game called Zafe House Diaries with like a zombie style, you know, and again, there weren't any real animations or graphics. It's almost like a text-based adventure. You know, it could be kind of fun for the right price. Just add a bit more variety, complexity, give the player more feedback. Okay, that's me rambling. And if you guys have any of your own opinions, I'd love to know in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching.